Don't mind my baby's arm. Um, I believe religion is bullshit, right? It's just a way to control us, keep us scared, keep us down. I remember when I was little, I was going to the Baptist church. I was raised Baptist. I was baptized LDS. I went to the LDS church by myself because my mother wouldn't go, but she was insisting that I would go for about a year. She was engaged to a Lutheran, so I did a little, like, some studying in that shit. My grandma was Catholic, so I studied that. So I've studied all these religions, and out of all these religions that I have become acquainted with, I would ask questions like, why, if there's one creator, why is there so many religions? And like I said, like I was saying, I was raised Baptist, so when I was little, our pastor would come and pick us all up, like all of us trailer court kids. He would come and pick us up, and I remember he did not like me. And then there was like a LDS lady who would come and pick us all up too and take us to her house or whatever and like do random shit with us. But she didn't like me either. But I was an asshole who was always just stating what I seen or what I noticed or asking questions of contradicting bullshit that doesn't make sense to me. Like, one of the things is, if there's one creator, why is there so many different religions? Well, obviously it's because of everybody's own outlook. Somebody read the Bible and was like, oh, well, I get this from it, and chooses to start this religion or whatever, you know. I have a really hard time with religions who want to give more praise to the prophets or the tools, instead of, you know, praising the creator themselves himself. But anyways, when I was younger, my pastor did not like me. I remember my ex-best friend, her and her father were like avid church goers, or, you know, they were members of this Baptist church that we went to. And I remember going with my ex-best friend and her dad, and we went to the sermon, whatever. Then there was like a dinner that we had, and we, like, a church dinner thing. So we did the church dinner thing, and on the way out, I remember the pastor being like, saying like, he compared my faith to her faith. And I just looked at him like, are you kidding me? Because I could always feel it in my gut that he didn't believe that I had strong faith. I didn't have strong faith. And I'm like, I think that you're confused, and how, like, that's really fucked up that you as an old man would judge me and my faith based off of knowing absolutely nothing about me or my life, you know, like barely anything, knowing barely anything about me or my life or what I deal with at home. And then to compare my faith to this bitch's faith when you have no idea, like, what I go through at home, who I am, and then you don't have no idea of who the fuck she is. And so I have a really hard time with, like, religious people who pretend to be like God Almighty, perfect. Like my ex-best friend, she was like, oh, I'm so perfect, I'm so this, I'm so that. And she was like the most judgmental person I've ever fucking met in my life. Oh, and I'm like, everything that you preach about and that the Bible preaches, you know, like, that you religious people preach about, like, don't do this. If you thinking it is just as bad as doing it. Yes, intentions behind shit are so much more than what people give them fucking credit for. But yet, she, being this Christian, like, perfect freaking Baptist churchgoer Christian chick, the intentions behind her actions, her gossiping, her hurting me, her trying to hurt me, her kicking me off of her property, you know, her intentions were always horrible. Always judging me, always putting me down for, like, my features, my body, the way I was, the family I come from, the way I was raised, the, like, who I am, the way I'm spiritual and not religious, and I don't come from actual religious family. So anyways, I'm not gonna look down on anybody for choosing to be religious instead of choosing to be spiritual and just having that relationship with God, because I think that's with source, with our creator, because that is what's actually important, is your relationship with source, with the creator, not going to church and ganging up on people who are different, you know. But I'm not gonna down, even though I'm kind of, sounds like I'm downing religion. I'm just, my experience with certain religion, like with religious people, have always been like, they've cut me down, treated me like shit, and just hurt me. So I have a hard time. But not all of them. There are some good churchgoers, you know, like some good religious people. But I feel like if you're gonna be religious, just remember, like I said in my other video, don't give praise to the tools that builds the house. Praise the carpenter. I mean, you can give thanks to the tools, of course, but praise the carpenter. Same goes for our God, like our God, for our creator. Don't give praise to the tools that he uses as messengers, which we all can be messengers of God, of the creator, if we decide to. If we decide to work on ourselves and heal ourselves from the inside out, heal our shadow aspects and connect with source. But not everybody wants to put in that work, so that's totally fine. But when you go to church and in your religion, please just think about it. Don't give praise to the tools. Don't praise the tools. Don't worship the tools. Okay? Give thanks to the tools. Worship your creator. Don't judge unless you're judging yourself also. Don't judge without unless you're judging within.